Hello everybody, it's time for a weekly coin flip battle. And this time we've got a battle of the Petes. It's Secretary of Defense slash War Pete Hegseth for the Republicans against former Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg for the Dems. This one is pretty unlikely, but it was suggested to me in the comments. I figured let's try it out. Dems have been pretty dominant this year. Let's see what happens in this one. Heads for Hegseth, tails for Buttigieg. Let's get started in Alaska. Here comes the first flip. We've got heads. Pete Hegseth kicks things off. Here comes Hawaii. It's going to be 4 EVs headed to Buttigieg. Next, Washington. There's a dozen EVs in the Evergreen State. Buttigieg is going to pick them up. Here's Oregon. 8 electoral votes, and those are going to go red for Hegseth. Next, it's the all-important state. It's California. It's a ton of votes. It's a big statement early on. Let's do the flip. It's heads. Pete Hegseth is going to go back to back. He's up to 65. Let's see if Republicans can actually hold a lead in this one. The next state is going to be Nevada. Here comes another 6. This is heads again. 3 consecutive for Hegseth. Next, Idaho. We've got 4 of them here. And looks like they're going to go blue. Next, Utah. Somebody's going to claim 6 more, and that is Hegseth. The Grand Canyon State is up next. 11 for Buttigieg. Next, Montana. Big Sky Country. It's going to go red. Next, Wyoming. This is the Equality State, and it's going to go to Hegseth. Next, Colorado. And even 10 of them. They're going blue for Buttigieg. Next, Land of Enchantment. New Mexico. 5 for Buttigieg. He's got 2 in a row. Next, North Dakota. This is going to be heads for Hegseth. What about South Dakota? This is tails for Buttigieg. Next, who's going to snatch Nebraska at large? There's a couple of votes for Hegseth. Here's Nebraska's first. A single EV for Hegseth. Nebraska's second is next. And that one also going toward Hegseth. And how about the third? Can Hegseth sweep the Cornhusker State? Absolutely. Next, we've got Kansas. And it's going to be tails. Buttigieg snaps Hegseth's streak at 4. The next state is Oklahoma. It's lucky 7 for Buttigieg. Now we've got Texas 40 EVs. One of these two is going to go over 100. Let's find out who it is. It's heads. That means Pete Hegseth has the huge lead now. 132 to 62. Let's keep going. Minnesota. That's going to be Buttigieg. He's coming back with 10. How about Iowa? The Hawkeye State is coming to Hegseth. Next, the Show Me State. Missouri is going to be won by Buttigieg. Next, Arkansas. Who's going to get him? Pete Hegseth. Next, Louisiana. 8 of them up for grabs for Buttigieg. Wisconsin is on deck. Buttigieg looking to go over 100, but Pete Hegseth is going to get him instead. Next, Illinois. 19 in the Prairie State. And now Buttigieg does clear 100. Next, Michigan. This is actually the home state of Buttigieg. He moved here from Indiana, but it's going to go to Pete Hegseth. And up next is Indiana. Buttigieg, former mayor of South Bend. It's going blue for Buttigieg. Next, Kentucky. The Bluegrass State is going blue. Next up, we've got Tennessee. This, I think, is technically Pete Hegseth's home state. Let's see what happens. 11 of them. And they are going to Hegseth. Next, Mississippi. This is heads again for Hegseth. Next door, Alabama. 9 of them. Hegseth has 3 in a row. Next, Florida. At this point, Buttigieg really falling behind. He's not going to want to lose this state. Let's do the flip. This is heads. Pete Hegseth surges over 200. Buttigieg down by 97. We've seen great comebacks before. Let's see what happens on this one. Georgia is next. We've got Hegseth going for 5 in a row. And we've got heads again. Hegseth up to 241. Next, South Carolina. Tails. It's going to go to Buttigieg. Here comes the Tar Heel State. 16 of them. Hegseth, and he's at 257. He could win it on the next flip. That's Ohio. It'd be an early shower for Buttigieg. Let's do the flip. It's do or die, and it is going to be Buttigieg staying alive for another flip. Here comes West Virginia. We've got heads for Hegseth. The northeast corner, it's Maine at large. Couple of votes for Hegseth. Maine's first is next. And that's going to go to Buttigieg next. Who's going to swipe Maine's second? That's going to be Hegseth. Next door, we've got 4 more up for grabs in New Hampshire. And they're going to go to Buttigieg. Vermont is up next. Only 3 EVs. It's heads. It's going to Hegseth. Next, we've got New York. This would easily do it for Hegseth. Buttigieg has to win out. It's extremely unlikely, but let's see what happens. Here comes the Empire State. We've got tails. Buttigieg picks up one of the big 4. He's still down by 80. Next, Massachusetts. This is match point for Hegseth if he puts up heads. We've got tails again. Buttigieg stays alive. What about Connecticut? Buttigieg looking to go over 200. Hegseth looking for the win. And it looks like it's all over. Pete Hegseth defeats Pete Buttigieg. It's been a while since Republicans have gotten over 300. Let's see if they do it here. We've got Rhode Island next. And that's going to Buttigieg. How about New Jersey? 14. That's heads. It's going red. Here's Delaware. 3 of them. For Hegseth, Maryland is next. This would get Hegseth over 300, and he's done it. He's at 301. How high is he going to go? Let's do D.C. The capital is going to go red again. The second to last flip is Pennsylvania. There's a lot of votes here. There's 19 of them. Here's the flip. It's heads for Hegseth. Final flip, Virginia. Here it is. We've got tails. Buttigieg gets the last state, but Pete Hegseth is the winner. He's got 323. That's more than 100 ahead of Pete Buttigieg at 215. Finally, a landslide for the Republicans. They've had little success this year, but Hegseth does get all the bragging rights. He also won the 3 Rust Belt states, plus both home states. This map looks pretty unusual. And if you've got a realistic matchup I haven't done before, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, let me know in the comments. Which Pete were you pulling for? And what do you think of these guys? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.